Hello guys, I am Prince from DevCo and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to teach you guys how to create a responsive navbar using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So let's get started. So as you can see over here, I've already created my CSS and JavaScript link. We are going to be using box icon today, but you can use any icon of your choice. Firstly, I'm going to create a div with a class of container. Then next, I'm going to create my nav tag. The class is going to be navbar. Then I'm going to create my link container right in here. Class is going to be link container. And I'm going to have my links inside it. First one is going to be home, and I'm going to have two more links, the second one and the third one. The second one is going to be about, and this one is going to be notifications. Next, I'm going to have two buttons here, just right here. Okay, let's create a button container. Then I'm going to have two buttons inside it. The first one is going to be our contact button. Let's say contacts us. Then the second button is going to be our menu button. That's the button we're going to use to toggle our navbar when we're in the small screen. This one's name is going to be toggle btn. That's the class. Then this one's class is going to be contact btn. Next, I'm going to have a logo up here. We're supposed to use a logo here or an image, but I don't have one of those, so I'm going to use my channel's name. I'm going to say dev core. The next, I'm going to create another nav link and that nav link container just down here. This one is going to be link container 2. So that's it for the HTML. Let's add some CSS to our code. Firstly, we are going to create our container right over here. It's going to have display, flex and flex direction column. Then next, we're going to have our navbar. The background is going to be black, and we're going to have display, flex and then align items center. That is what I want. Then next, we're going to style our logo. Let's add a class to our logo. Class here is going to be logo. Let's type in the class here. The color is going to be white, and font weight is going to be bold. In this container, let's add a font family. It's going to be sans serif. That is what I want. Then next, we're going to start our let's start our button container here. Button container is going to be display, flex and align items center. Then next, we're going to style our toggle button. Toggle btn. It's going to be color is going to be white, and we don't need the background, so let's just say background none and border none. I don't think the class is working because we added the class to our icon instead of to our button. Add the class to the button. Then the class of the icon is going to be bx-menu. That is what we want. That is over there. Then next, we're going to add a font size to our button. Font size is going to be let's say 25 px. That is what I want. Then next, we're going to style our contact button. Let's say contact-btn. Let's say the background is going to be orange, red, and padding is going to be let's use 10 px. The next we're going to add a width. The width is going to be 120 px, and we're going to have a border none, then border radius of 30 px, so it will be curved. The next we're going to change the color to white. The text in our button is too small. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Let's add font size. It's going to be 14 px. That is more better. Then next we're going to style our links. As you can see, the color and the underline does not look really good. What we're going to do is grab the class, the link container class, and paste it in here. Let's style it here. Firstly, we're going to say link container A, and grab it again and paste it down here, and link container li, that's our list tag. This one is going to have color white and text decoration to remove the underline. Text decoration is going to be none, and here we're going to have list style type. List style type is going to be none. That's what I want. The next we're going to style our link container itself. That's link container. We're going to have display, flex, align, items, center, and then gap of 50 px. That's what I want. Next we're going to style a navbar. As you can see, everything is just packed to the left side. What we're going to do is add a justify content of space between. That is what we want. As you can see, there's a space up here. I'm going to remove it by adding an asterisk here. We're going to in here we're going to have margin 0 and padding 0. That's more better, but we need some padding now, navbar, to make it look a little bit bigger. So just come down here and add a padding of 20 px to our navbar. More better. Next, we're going to add a gap to our button container. Let's come down here to our button container and add a gap of 20 px. That's more better. As you can see, whenever we minimize down to the smaller screen, everything looks jam-packed, and that does not look really good. So now we're going to make our navbar responsive. Firstly, we're going to have a media query here. We're going to add a media query. We're going to say at media query, at media, and media screen, and in here we're going to add our max width. Max width is going to be 700 px. Then we're going to see link container is going to be display none. This means that whenever we minimize down to 700 px, our link container will disappear, just as you can see. The next, we're going to toggle our second link container whenever we click the button and whenever we're minimized. What we want to do now is to remove this button whenever we're in the big screen, and we're going to do that by adding another media query. This one is going to be min width instead of max width. So on min width, what we're going to do is type in let's say toggle btn. As you can see, our button is no longer there. Then next, I'm going to style our link container too. Grab the class and paste it in our CSS, just down here. Firstly, we're going to have the same classes over here. Just grab these classes, paste them down here, and change the link container to link container 2 instead. Then in the link container itself, we're going to have display none, align items, stats, and then padding of 20 px. We're also going to have a font family is going to be sans serif. The next, we're going to have flex direction column. Just the same things we had in the link container before. Gap is going to be 50 px, and background is going to be like something like a navy blue. Let's just say blue and then make it a little bit darker. Just drag this down to make the blue a little bit darker. I'm going to have a width of 100% and a height of fit content. Position absolute, and then top is going to be 70 px. Lastly, we are going to have transition of top 0.3 seconds. 0.3 seconds. The next, we are going to create the class that we're going to toggle whenever we click the button. It's going to be show link container 2. As you can see, our second link container is now invisible, just like the first one. What we're going to do is make our button reappear whenever we are in our toggle button is going to reappear whenever we are in this small screen. We're going to do that by coming here. We're going to add dot toggle btn. Here we're going to add dot toggle btn and then say display flex. Let's check that out. That's what I want. As you can see, our button now displays whenever we're in the smaller screen, but disappears when we're in the bigger screen. So next, we're going to add our JavaScript to make it functional and make our second nav link appear whenever we click the button. So let's head over to our JavaScript. First thing we're going to do is type in our toggle btn so we can get the class from HTML. Then say toggle btn. No, we need a const over there. Const toggle btn is called document dot query selector. The class, we're going to type in our button class in here, toggle btn. The next, we're going to type in our link container here. I'm going to say link container. We're also going to have the same thing here. Just grab this and paste it in, but change the class to link container 2. I'm going to add an event listener to our button. I'm going to say toggle btn dot add event listener. Our event is going to be click. Then we're going to add our callback function. Then we're going to say link container dot class list dot toggle. This means that we're going to toggle our new class whenever I click the button. It's going to toggle show link container 2. Let's make sure that the class is correct. Oh, we don't have any code in here yet. Just add display flex and top 70px. Let's try that out. That is not working. I think the problem might be from our CSS. As you can see here, I typed in show link container 2, but in the CSS right here, I typed in link container instead of link container. Let's change that to container and try it again. As you can see, that's what I want, but I want our button to be more functional, to rotate whenever we click it. What we're going to do is head over to our button and add some transform to it. Just here, we're going to add transform. Okay, let's add rotate. Let's add a class. It's going to be rotate dash btn. Going to add transform, then rotate. It's going to be 90 degrees. Here we're going to also add a class list to our toggle btn. I'm going to say toggle btn.class_list.toggle. The class is going to be let's say rotate dash btn. It's btn. Let's try it out. That's what I want, but it's kind of too fast. Let's add a transition to our button. Transition is going to be all 0.3 seconds. That's what I want, but it looks like we have a problem over here. Whenever we drag back to the bigger screen, our link still shows. So let's go to our CSS, and in our main width we are going to say link container 2. I'm going to add the display none to it so it won't show up whenever in the bigger screen. Display none. Let's check it out. As you can see, whenever we go back to our bigger screen, the link container 2 disappears and the link container 1 reappears. So that's it for the video, guys. If you have any question, feel free to ask in the comment section below. See you guys in the next video. Goodbye.